that, I want to welcome everybody to Crashing Game Night. My name is Matt Diorio, your host, as always. Right? That's the intro. Talking about Steve Jobs. Anyways, I am on the road, so I don't have my usual equipment set up in South Carolina for my daughter's graduation in the morning. But we are joined by the sun-blessed one, the beanied one, Gerard Barrera.
What's up, nerds?
Don't believe it, viewers. It's artificial. It's artificial.
I'm messing with my ring light right now. How's it going?
Can you go orange?
Can I go orange? I could try.
As an orange, you glad to see me,
blaming the ring light, but secretly he probably does like self tanner or the tanning bed.
It is required. But no, what's going on? Missed you guys. It's been a minute, and happy to be here and happy to see my boys. What's going on,
nerd? Ladies and gentlemen, the baby faced one.
Hey, I just freshly shaved today too.
Nice,
even extra baby face.
Freshly shaved baby face one.
Very cool. Very good. Very good.
So it's only when I have stuff grown do I look preteen.
Oh, I'm just gonna start calling you Stewie.
All right, Mom, Mama, Mommy,
Mama,
Mom.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, the maitre d' services, the man with the couch, the man, the myth, the legend, the Lions man, Jason Valerio.
How's it going, guys? How's it going tonight? Just the boys tonight,
Yep.
Tuesdays for the boys.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
But I
figured I'd make it easier since I'm traveling. It's like, not scheduled
understandable.
While I'm on the road and
traveling,
don't have the normal equipment.
You know us. We got to make it hard on you all the time.
Oh yeah, come on.
That's what we're here for.
Yes, you do.
Wouldn't be the same.
Oh, so we got a bit of news to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the what's coming up on PlayStation this week or this month?
Oh, Jason, don't worry. Don't.
Horses.
He's got that itch.
Oh my god, my shirt.
He's got that itch going.
Ready.
He's already privy. He's already privy to the. Okay, yeah.
I'm right there with you.
Ready.
We'll go on PlayStation. Don't worry. But no,
I'm excited for that news too. I don't even know too.
Well, let's go ahead and start it off, right? Because I want to also catch up on what we've all been playing, because we haven't been able to talk about it for several weeks since we've had a bunch of guests on lately.
We got too many friends, man.
Eric, Julia,
we love
those guys.
We got too many people we love that we want on the show.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, the Deku Tree, I knew it. I was gonna show up today.
$300, Jesus.
We were talking about this earlier. I don't know about that price tag.
I knew it was gonna show up.
It is 2,500 pieces, right? $300.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's a 2-in-1, so you can either do it as the tree from Breath of the Wild or the tree from Ocarina of Time.
Oh no way! Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that.
That's cool.
So here's the Ocarina.
So if it's 2,500 pieces, how big, like dimensions wise, is this?
So
I feel like the
it's
pictures.
Standard. It's going to be a standard. What, like 1 foot by 1 foot kind of thing.
Oh really?
So
it doesn't seem.
Oh my god! If there is a Lego Navi, I'm down because
there is a Lego Navi.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That thing.
Damn.
It doesn't have any dimensions or anything on it as far as height wise.
300 is that's a bit over. Okay. That's a bit much.
So let's put this into context, right? We all know I have the Lego Tall Neck, and I was putting in comparison, right? That is $90 on Amazon right now.
Yeah.
It's
how many pieces?
How many pieces?
1,200 pieces.
Okay. 1,200. Okay.
So it's half the pieces, a third of the price.
Correct.
And probably taller.
I can understand
it's a tall neck. I bet it's bigger.
At the most, like
I think this 2,500 is comprised of a ton of small pieces.
For me, would be like 185.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, like,
150.
you're paying for the
like,
license,
fair
though.
price.
150 on the
like
ceiling.
$200 bucks. Given that it's
Jason hit it
Zelda and
right.
the licensing,
You're paying
I would
for the
say like
license.
200 at most.
Come on.
Now
I would pay for 300. Just seems way too much.
Yeah, but I mean,
Okay,
even the Harry Potter ones are a little bit overpriced.
Here's Bowser. Bowser's 270.
Yeah.
And it's 2,800 pieces.
I don't know if
that
I would
one's
say the
big,
Harry Potter
too.
ones are overpriced because I feel like those are pretty intricate because they got moving pieces.
Some of them are intricate. And I would say some of them size ratio.
What about the recent Batcave? Like the Batcave was like I believe was $300.
Have an argument there.
But the NES is 270 for 2,600 pieces. So
does that one move? Is that the one that moves?
Yeah.
Okay. So see, it's got moving parts.
Yeah. So yeah, they don't even have the dimensions here, right? Like you would like on the rest of them.
I think, yeah.
So, specifications. Let's see if they have anything listed here. So 2,500 pieces, 2-in-1 building kit, 4 minifigures.
I mean,
so
that's cool. That's a 2-in-1 building kit.
It's a Zelda and 3 versions of Link.
But I feel at the price, you shouldn't get 2 for 2-in-1. You should just get 2.
Oh, it is going to require the Lego Builder app. So they're going the Mario Lego route.
What do you mean by the builder? Like that's the instructions?
So basically the instructions
digital?
it's digital. So it's just like you would for all the Mario Lego sets. You get the app, you download it, you build it from there. The upside is though you can move it. So like if you're trying to figure out where exactly the piece goes, you can kind of get a better angle out of it.
Okay, that was always frustrating in the old school manuals. Like they had to do like transparency in order for you to see where it is.
So here's the measurements in terms of height. If you do the Ocarina of Time, the model, it stands at 13 inches tall. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Deku Tree is 12 inches tall. So
1 foot, baby.
So that's still shorter than your
yeah, but
it's tall neck, right?
Though, man,
because the tall neck was like 15, 16, something like that.
It's supposed to be tall. Like
so is a tree.
This is supposed to be fat though. Like Deku Tree is fat.
I don't know. I just feel 300 is a bit much. Like 200 at most for me.
Like you should stop body shaming the Deku Tree.
Is the best.
You know what? The Deku
would have been the best price. But
is comfortable with its size, sir. You know, we
like
all enjoy.
It's PHAT fat, right?
Comfortable with the size of the
PHAT.
Deku Tree.
I still want to get that Piranha Plant too.
Does Gen Z understand PHAT? I don't think they do.
I don't know.
Fat.
Yeah, so
it's
here's
like a 90s word almost.
Yeah, that was a 90s word, dude. No, I don't think that would fly today.
No, it wouldn't. So here's the tall neck.
But man, we had some good like jokes written in movies, but like fat, PH. Like, oh yeah, we had some good jokes.
And the tall neck.
The 90s.
So the tall neck is 13.5 inches tall.
Okay.
So it's taller, less
comparable.
pieces,
but much.
So badass.
But it's supposed to be tall. Like it's.
You're welcome again, by the way. Like, I still want to get that for myself.
Oh, it's on sale.
It's in stock, sir. It's in stock.
Apparently, it's got overnight shipping.
Overnight shipping.
Yeah, dude. They still have. Do they still have that light kit? Because I'm gonna get that light kit for it.
I'm not a fan of some of the light kits out there. Like I bought one.
Really?
I had gotten one for my New York City one, and the way it has to go into the set, and there's just tons of wires sticking out of it. It just didn't look great at all. So, So yeah, yeah. So honestly, I think when it comes down to it, I think $299 for the Deku Tree, even though it's a 2-in-1 kit, you're getting the Ocarina of Time and you're getting the Breath of the Wild. I think it's overpriced at 300.
Agreed.
I think to Jason's point,
you're paying
for the license.
Yeah, come on, guys. Like,
I mean, at least it's early enough. It's probably gonna go on sale for Black Friday.
Well, it's not Ubisoft, pre-order. Chances are it's going to be sold out by the time you
that's the other thing. We'll see if it's available.
It's not Ubisoft, man. Like, it's not.
Is it a limited run?
I don't know.
Question.
I mean,
even if it isn't, you know, when licensed popular like sets like this, it's going to sell out. it's that popular. It really will sell out. And then we'll see how long it takes for the restocks and see from there, because it didn't say limited, but when it comes to these kind of sets, Lego knows what they're doing. So like it depends on how like fast it sells out, and then they'll take their time for the next restock, and then do what they've done with like some of the Harry Potter sets, or even some of the like, what are the other sets that have or like some of the like new Batman sets too? Like there were large times in between restocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
when like
Jason's back to eating. What are we eating tonight, Jason?
Stop it! Don't call me out like that, bro.
No, you did it. You did it to yourself. What you eating? What you eating?
I'm some Chick-fil-A.
Hey,
nice.
Why you gotta call me out like that, though, bro? Like,
I mean, I can text.
You have the camera on. I gotta do it. I gotta call it.
Oh my god.
I haven't told Matt. I was like, "Yo, is John going to be on today?" I hope not.
Right.
We
did some Roadhouse.
I'm doing John some honor here. Like, I got to do his job.
Oh, did you really? You did some Roadhouse?
We did some Texas Roadhouse. Got me some grilled salmon, baked potato, Caesar salad,
rolls,
sidekick of shrimp. The rules. The rolls are my weakness, and I hit the rolls.
It's like the biscuits at Lucille's.
Fuck you.
The rolls at Texas Roadhouse are better than Lucille's biscuits. Sorry, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Every time we go to Lucille's, it's got too much of the sugar seasoning on it. It's too much.
Yeah, but that's the point of it, though, man. Like, if you have it by itself, do you have it by itself? Or
unfortunately, that's the point of like the Lucille's. But I understand that.
You have to understand it's with or without the butter, because that.
But it's a texture thing. It's texture.
It makes a difference with or without the butter, sir.
I understand the other side.
What kind of rolls you eating without butter?
You like more of the cornbready type,
the Roadhouse ones, because they do not need butter, sir.
Correct.
Okay, that's fair.
Popeyes, KFC.
But Popeyes is more a biscuit than a roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a density thing.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Tomato.
Correct. It's interpretation. But
I mean, it's not like you compare it to like Sky.
You're kind of, it's kind of apples and oranges, because it's kind of dinner biscuits, and those are like breakfast biscuits.
Okay.
In a way.
For all you out there, let us know.
I don't know. I don't know. Is there a difference? I don't know.
On this.
There's totally a difference.
Just give me chicken minis. I'll be fine.
Ooh, good old chicken minis. Yes.
Weigh in on this.
Alrighty. Cool.
That's why at Texas Roadhouse, I'll get the chicken critters and put those in the rolls. So it's a big size chick mini. That's some good stuff.
Oh, that sounds so good right now.
You're welcome.
I'll still go for some gumbo.
Yeah. So
good old gumbo.
So a game that we all got to see in 2014. Yeah, 2014. Because that's your first year. Theo and I went to E3, met you guys, and our buddy Mike went with us.
We didn't meet them when Mike was there, was he?
Yeah, 2014.
Well, I thought it was only when we were there with Scott.
He was the dude that ran the shop,
Mr. Clean.
right?
Yep, Mr. Clean.
Yeah. That was the year we met.
I was calling him Mr.
I know. I remember.
You always do call
tall
him
guy
Mr.
with glasses.
Scott. Oh my
god. That's who I remember.
We won't talk about.
And then the next year was Scott, when there was a moment when he was having a great time, because he got hammered.
Yes, he did. I mean,
that's why I remember him.
What was he gonna do when Theo and I were attending the Bethesda press conference?
Yeah. But that was hilarious. Yeah. Oh,
damn! That wasn't even the same day. That was a different day. We went to Yard House for lunch. He I don't know how many beers he downed, but then he was
Yeah.
like super happy for the rest. And then
Yep.
he won't let me live it down. Like we go over to a booth and they're like tossing stuff out. And he's just because he towers over me, he just reaches and grabs
Yep.
it before I get it. It's like, you bastard. You
Anyways,
tall bastard.
but Little Big Planet 3. So up until January, they've had the online services servers up and running.
Yeah.
So what I didn't know is that one, they were still up and running, right? Because it's been, a decade now, right? But they released a statement a couple weeks ago. We had guests on, so we couldn't cover it, right? Is that due to ongoing technical issues, which resulted in the Little Big Planet 3 servers for PS4 being taken offline temporarily in January 2024, the decision has been made to keep the servers offline indefinitely. All online services, including access to other players' creations for Little Big Planet 3, are no longer available. User-generated content stored locally on your PS4 will remain available. Any new UGC you create can be played on your PS4 but not shared. Offline features such as the campaign will remain playable. Thank you for your support.
Okay, that's fair.
You know what? I mean, at this point, Sumo Digital did a great job with Little Big Planet 3, added new features to it over, what Media Molecule had actually started. We all know the whole reason that everything was handed off to Sumo Digital was because Media Molecule was standing up Dreams.
Yeah.
They were building all of that in the background. So,
but yeah, like you said, we'll never forget what they first started, and I'll never forget that first intro. That was, I think a time when, people took pride in like the intro of a video game, especially like
all of the Little Big Planets.
Yeah, and especially the first, because it's kind of there. You can kind of see glimpses of like where they're going with Dream. And like that was their overall theme, like in the first Little Big Planet, like create your own dreams, like Dream Planet, and like create. It was just so cool, and
and it was at the time it was called the Imagisphere.
Yeah,
right?
The Imagisphere. Yeah, that's right. And like it had such a Disney, like pure Disney-esque like theme to it, and the fact that like Sackboy was like, that popped up as like, hey, you just fell in love with him instantly. Yeah. It's such a good game.
I loved him so much. I've got 2 Sackboy figures in my office. One is Nathan Drake, which we got at E3, and then the other one is Kratos that Gerard got me. Honestly, if anyone from PlayStation is even listening, can we get Little Big Planet remastered for the PS5?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Or at least maybe keep it alive.
It needs to be remastered.
Maybe make another one. Maybe make a new adventure. Like maybe not so much a reboot, but a new like.
Is Little Big Planet included on Essential PlayStation Plus, or Premium PlayStation?
It might be.
No, they had recently Sackboy Adventure or something like that.
Well, Sackboy's Big Adventure.
Was on PS5.
That's PS5.
But it's not quite the same. It's not quite the same.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's not bad.
You don't need to have a 1-to-1. Come on, guys. Remember, we talked about this.
I want OG. I want Little Big Planet. That was it's a side-scrolling chef's kiss masterpiece for me.
Yeah, but
I would say like bring something new to the table, but like bring back some of that old feel. But the one thing I would say that the first game did, I think, very well is when they added DLC. Like once again, I'll never forget how much fun I had with it, and the Metal Gear DLC was so cleverly done. Like the way they did and like everything looked like sack-related, and like the threads. It was just so imaginative and fun, and like that's what I mean. Like,
but then all the big games had tie-ins.
Yeah,
You had Final Fantasy, so you could dress as Cloud and Sephiroth and Aerith.
Dude, you had Uncharted, God of War, anything Sony related. Yeah.
That's cool. That's fine. But I'm just saying, like, you are starting to encroach on that. I know, don't get me wrong, Little Big Planet did start doing it first, but you are encroaching in on the Super Mario Maker community as well. Like I know that Little Big Planet did do it first, that's fine. But you have to be imaginative of what that you can do in the Little Big Planet universe.
That's what I'm agreeing with. Like keep it
Because
within that
if you
universe
go
and like
too
what they use, but
yeah,
like give us something new, but like a single
yeah.
a single player story, to bring
Well, the
back
thing is that
Sackboy
if you
or
go too
something.
broad, it becomes too wishy-washy. But if you go too narrow, then you're going to be like, well, it's the
Yeah.
same literal levels over and over and over. That's what makes the
I
Super
would
Mario
honestly
Maker so
like
good, is because you can do multiple things because of what you
Mhm.
can do in Mario. You can do it in Mario 1,
That's
you
what
can do it in
made 3
Mario
so
2,
good.
you can do it in
yeah.
Mario like in Mario 64. You can do, I mean, all sorts of different Marios you can use. And that's what it comes down to, like game wise. You just have to have that ability to create all these different things, because Sackboy, you're like, you can grab onto things, cool.
Mhm.
You can make things animated, just based on how you present it. That's cool, but you have to go a little bit more, but at the same time, not too much where it just blows up and you can't get anything
Yeah.
done really.
My dream scenario for a new game with Sackboy would be like play in on that play in on the Sony universes. So like have him actually cross and
Ooh.
go
That would
to
be good
like
though.
Tomb Raider, in Tomb Raider land,
Yeah.
and he's like
Have
dressed
him go
as
to Uncharted
Tomb Raider, or like
and
or
Kill
he's
Zone.
swinging,
And
from building to building as Nathan Drake, and he's like, "What am I wearing?" You know what I mean? Like, have
like
Sack be conscious that he's going through these universes, and like,
Kind of,
he up in Greece, and he has like, the Kratos's knives, and oh my
is it
god,
just
well,
like
yeah.
me,
the blades of
or is Jerry's dream sound a little remnant of his love for Disney Infinity? I'm
yeah,
getting that feeling
it's
from
always
it.
gonna stem from that, bring back
Um,
Disney, baby, like please.
I'll
But
buy Toys to
no,
Life of Sackboy.
right? But no, like not even, it wouldn't even be Toys to Life, but it would be him going from like world to world, like trying to get to some sort of end, but play on the fact that
Could
they
you
have those
you could
Sony
play it
worlds.
on Ratchet and Clank, right?
Yeah,
Where
I
he gets
mean,
the
Give
you
me
can
Jack
bring
and
all of
Daxter.
those in, bring all
Give
those
me
old, yeah, man.
give me
Then
Sackboy
that
as
opens
Jack.
more of the doors
I'll
of
do
bringing
that.
some of those older
well,
franchises
like he
back,
uses the whole,
like
the
Medieval. Like
like
remember that Sony
yeah.
game?
Well, like he uses the rift gun, right? And instead of it going from like point A to point B within that world, right, all of a sudden
Yeah,
you're getting
something goes
bounced.
wrong, and it
Something
goes
goes
to like,
wrong
oh, the
because
Sony verses or something.
Sackboy just got done, screwing around with it because it's Sackboy and he just fucking, So,
I want to
um,
see Spider-Man Sackboy.
oh,
And he
Dude,
doesn't
would
shoot out
that be
webs. He shoots out strings
like strings? Oh, wouldn't that be sweet? But it's
like
it's
yarn.
like yarned like the webs. That'd be cool,
yep.
man. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Alrighty.
play on
So
that.
now that Jason's
Whatever
back,
You're
Sony
welcome,
developers
Sony. I'm back.
listening, make sure
all
you
right.
give us credit for this idea.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
then just let us be the first to test it and like check it out and interview, and like we'll be good. That's cool. That'd be
Exactly.
cool.
Just
All
put
right.
us on the
So we got
QA team.
Yeah.
let's talk about the other major announcement, and then we can get to what Jason's really here for tonight.
Oh, come on, you know what?
So first and foremost, while we were away having guests and stuff on, Hiroki Totuki or Totaki,
Totoki.
who Totoki or
Totoki.
yeah,
It's a-
Hiroki-san. I'll just put it that way. He announced the replacement, or rather, the replacements for Jim Ryan. It reads, this is the message he sent out on the 13th, so 2 weeks ago, to SIE employees. It states, it brings me great pleasure to announce that I've decided on the succession strategy for the role of CEO at SIE. Over the last decade, SIE has grown tremendously, building upon our continuous success in hardware, software, and services through a sharper focus on player engagement. It also doesn't hurt that Xbox hasn't had a ton in the last decade. But to continue this growth momentum, we are moving forward with a new management structure for SIE effective June 1st. Nishino-san will be appointed CEO of SIE's Platform Business Group, and Herman Hulse will be appointed CEO of SIE Studio Business Group. Effective the same day, I will step down from my current role as interim CEO and become chairman of SIE, in addition to my roles at Sony Global Corp. Both Herman and Nishino-san will report to me as SIE chairman. Nishino-san will continue his role leading the Platform Experience Group, overseeing technologies, products, services, and platform experience. He will also oversee third-party publisher and developer relations and commercial operations, including sales and marketing of hardware, services, and peripherals. Herman Hulse, who he's been over PlayStation Studios for a while now. He was the former head of Guerrilla, which we all know as Horizon and Killzone. Herman will continue to lead SIE Studio business, including PlayStation Studios, Bungie, and PlayStation Productions, which PlayStation Productions is the TV and movie arm of PlayStation. So think Gran Turismo, Last of Us, Uncharted. He'll be responsible for the development, publishing, and business operations of SIE's first-party content, as well as IP expansion opportunities through PlayStation Productions. Later this month, you will learn more about the long-term vision for Sony Group and the essential role SIE plays in that vision. As I mentioned previously, fiscal year 24 marks the start of the mid-range plan period for Sony Group, in which we will set the course for sustainable growth. The future is incredibly bright for SIE, and that is thanks to all of you. Since I became chairman in October 23, I've been inspired by your enthusiasm, innovative approaches, and teamwork. These values will serve us well as we embark on the exciting future of SIE. Please join me in congratulating Nishino-san and Herman on their roles. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad move on Sony's part to split the roles. Let one person lead the platform side and let somebody else lead the first party software side. Herman Hulse has been in the trenches for first party studio perspective for ages now. So I think between him and that group, I think they'll do all right.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. I mean, I don't know how it'll work out to have two heads, but you know, if they can, you know, communicate and work together.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like it's admittance of it being such a huge job, a huge position.
You know, that could be a factor as well, which is why this is their answer to it, which is, you know, good. Hopefully, let's just hopefully
put this out there.
See some good change.
If these roles were separated, you know, if these roles were separated prior to Jim Ryan taking over, you know, after, you know, him and Sean Layden were kind of going back and forth and Sean left, right? Do you think we would have gotten a PS5 when we did during COVID? And more importantly, do you think we would have gotten that whole multi-generational platform support where all games coming out had to be PS4 and PS5, with the exception of like Ratchet and Clank? Because you look at, you know, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, like those games right around that time, like Horizon, big example, Horizon Forbidden West was dual platformed.
I don't think so. I personally think that even splitting up of the positions wouldn't, at least in my mind, granted, I don't know the intricacies of their company, but from a corporate world perspective, those splitting that one voice into two is still not going to override the board being greedy and wanting to do certain things. So it's still going to be the same way. It's not going to change nothing.
I at least think the direction of the I'm sorry, what you were saying about the games would have stayed the same. The dual, I still think they would have required PS4 to PS5. I just think that was, once again, like you said, Theo, the shareholders are just thinking, like, stop thinking of the past. PS4 is their biggest moneymaker, and they're putting all their chips on PS5. Stick to PS4 and PS5 games. I think that would have changed. The other side, the other side of the direction, I think maybe we may have seen a shift or something if they had a little bit more relief from the job. But I don't know. I mean, Theo may also be right on that as well. Shareholders really have the final say. So but I don't know. On the other side, I don't know.
I think it's honestly it's
maybe
just
they would have done something different.
as they're splitting up the job, the role, it makes it more. I feel that it's better just because you're more.
I agree.
Focused.
I think there will be a quality improvement.
Yeah,
but like a matter of what gets output and everything.
Just what Matt was saying. Had this happened earlier, would we have seen some sort of change?
I don't think you would have seen a lot of change then, but now, since a lot of people have been constantly, just
and really voicing their opinion,
honestly brutalizing games and their reviews, because a lot of them have been pushed, a lot of them have been rushed. And who is to blame for that? Those are the ones that are way up at the top.
I think primarily
that the designers are like in a rut. It's because they're being pushed to a certain degree. Like, hey, we need this out now. Well, if you weren't working on 7 projects at one time, then you would have been seeing that, oh, this is not ready. How many times, how many games have been rushed to the point of like there's bugs still at day one? There are still tons of things that are actually not available
now.
As day one.
Say how recently has that same situation come up? Within the past few years, I would say Cyberpunk, I would say isn't the first, but certainly
it's not the first, but it's not the last.
But I certainly think it was like the tipping point of people saying, "What's going on here?"
Yeah, exactly, and that's why
I think
is just obviously it's going to have it from the higher up that say, "Hey, they do need more time." Hey, you know what? It's a little bit more backing for them to say, "Hey, like 1 more month, we can push it back," or like somebody in that developer corner, especially since the head of Gorilla is taking over one of those roles. He understands, he knows exactly how much time they need. Yes, it's not going to be like, oh, a Final Fantasy VII delay, that's fine because they still need to make money as a business. I get that. But they are going to be able to say, hey, you know what? Yes, we did say Q3. It's coming to the end of Q3. So let's just push it to like the very last day of Q3 or like the very beginning of Q4 where we can kind of get away with it. Yes, people are going to be mad about that, but they, again, would rather see a delay and rather see them take care of their game versus putting out, and I'm going to throw it out there, a Redfall,
I think having that split focus, right, split seat, heads, right, is you have one person that can worry about getting the hardware right, getting it where it needs to be, and then you can have someone else focusing on just the software side. Instead of do we have too many carbon copies of games coming out because we just need to get games out, right? I get it. I love Naughty Dog, but right, we got Last of Us 1 and Last of Us 2 remakes, to capitalize on the show. You kind of it feels like they just slapped a shiny coat of paint. Now I haven't gone in and played part 2 yet as far as a remake.
No, but from a business standpoint, that I understand, especially because a studio like that who's going to put more money into an entity and going into like a series, they need a
no, I get that point,
fluctuation, right? So I do understand, but I do understand your point.
But do you get the constant remakes, right? Just to say, hey, we need to get software out, and I'm not going to kind of worry about you.
Unbelievably
here worrying about
total
hardware.
cash grabs. Totally agree. But also, the flip side is I understand some of the moves, but don't make it a consistent thing. And I think that's what you're kind of warning, because it's starting to look like that's the direction they're going.
And
so
now
keep recycling, and where's the originality?
And now you have someone else focused on the hardware side.
Yeah. So
that's now off your plate. So
they can shift back to some originality,
I would kind of think
content
from a different perspective or a different route, like back to Matt's scenario of if the position had split up sooner, I kind of have a feeling that it probably would have saved more jobs than that have been lost over the years.
Agreed.
I have a feeling that there's a strong possibility for that.
I think so as well.
All right. So let's talk about some happy news, right? Because we don't know how this is going to go and right now. But Jason.
So good luck, Sony. Hopefully.
Yeah, good luck, Jason. Yeah. Let's talk about this.
Yes,
so
baby.
And all in one big giant article. Baby. So we got Days of Play getting ready to start up here. They are starting tomorrow. We are recording this on the 28th. They're starting up on the 29th. It'll run all the way through June 12th. So this article contains what Jason loves about this time of the month and whatnot. So they did one article. So they're giving free avatars.
Free avatar? Ooh, sweet.
So you're getting
Slimer.
You're getting Sly Cooper.
Okay. Sly, sweet.
All right. So PlayStation Plus games for the month. You have Streets of Rage 4, AEW Fight Forever, and SpongeBob the Cosmic Shake.
Okay. Not a strong month this month.
I've heard good things.
Can't always be bangers, Jared. We talked about this, bro.
I agreed, but not bad.
Heard Streets of Rage 4 was really good.
Though. There are wrestling fans.
I mean, it looks good.
Definitely,
even just from the
out there.
Just from the album art, it looks good.
There. I mean, no. Yeah. Overall, like I would say, this is still kind of like that's a decent run, but like
it's on the low end of what they've done before. Let's be honest.
This is the cool.
I wouldn't say the lowest
guys.
though.
Remember,
we've seen worse.
We
have seen worse.
We had crazy games last month. So I mean, like, relax.
Yep.
Calm down. Finish those games first, Jerry. Relax.
I know. I'm just saying, dude. Like, okay, not a banger this month. But that happens. I understand.
So you're getting a Roblox pack. Gives you a custom avatar and
water, like cool off.
Right. They're going to be adding some other titles to
the VR,
the catalog.
So
you're going to get some VR titles in there, including Ghostbusters. So available for June 6th for the premium members. Again, Ghostbusters, Walkabout, Mini Golf, Sith Riders Before Your Eyes, The Walking Dead, PS2 Classics catalog. These will be available starting June 11th. You're getting Tomb Raider Legends, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and you're getting Sly Cooper and the Thieves Raccoonus.
It's so crazy how much Sony has been like promoting Sly Cooper.
Can we get Sly?
We still haven't gotten a new game. And like clearly people want it. I mean, he's still alive and he's still making money.
Yep. So they're going to be adding for the PS4 and PS5 games catalog. They're doing Dredge, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, Cricket 24, Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. They're doing a games trial for 2K WWE 2K24. They're going to have their daily community challenges going as well. They're going to have Stars campaigns running as well to coincide with the days of play. So here's a big thing. So their offers right now. So you're getting save $50 on a PlayStation 5 console. So you're going to do $50 off there. That's the PS5 and the PS5 all digital versions. And it's between the 29th and the 12th. And it's at participating local retailers.
We'll double check.
You're doing $100 off PlayStation VR 2 and the VR 2 Horizon Call of the Mountain bundle. They're also doing $20 off Spider-Man 2, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, MLB The Show 24, and the Negro Leagues edition. and Rise of the Ronin. For PlayStation Plus members only, you get 12 months of Netflix Premium at no cost with the purchase of a PS5 console or a VR headset. And then new players who join PlayStation Plus can save up to 30% on a 12-month membership plan. And then they are doing some discounts on Sony movies in the store. And then the Gear store as well. You get 20% off products store-wide, including merchandise from Helldivers 2, Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon, God of War. Downside is a lot of the good Ghost of Tsushima stuff is limited in its sizes on what's available and still left. But yeah, so that's a decent.
That's not bad. I mean, that's pretty good.
Decent days of play.
It's pushing the PlayStation 5 right now, which it really needs at the moment. A lot of the consoles have kind of tapered off a little bit because no major titles have been pretty, nothing to look forward to, I should say. So it's a good time.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'd say Rebirth is the biggest game that I've seen, like, with a push of advertisement.
Yeah, but I mean, even still,
in the longest time,
it's not super. Wow, I need to get this right now. It definitely is that push for the summer holiday. Summertime, kids are going to be home. What's better time to get it now? Days of Play always coincides with that, so they always check it out. Again, June, not the super oh my god list of free games, but still solid games nonetheless. They are a little bit more niche.
That was like the announcement month because of E3, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's a little bit more niche with the SpongeBob, the AEW, and what was the third one? The Streets of Rage. Which I'm glad to see.
Sometimes they gotta play to the younger audience.
Yeah,
they do have kids.
Kids are getting out of school, so I mean, like, this makes sense.
Kids are out of school now.
It does.
Yeah, Jerry.
I get it. I'm not knocking it. I was agreeing. It was just, it's one of those months. It's not strong, but it happens. Sony's still consistent in my opinion.
So with that, when you talk about
why do you keep curling your mustache like you're Italian right now?
I don't know. I saw it on the string and I was like, oh, it's making shape. I'm gonna continue.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway, so speaking of not being too excited what's on the horizon, because we honestly don't know. There's rumors of a state of play coming up. There's also rumors of a Nintendo Direct coming up. Because frankly, the only even Nintendo game on the horizon that I'm even kind of looking forward to is Luigi's Mansion 2. And honestly, I'm still kind of rethinking maybe even picking that up at 60 because it is a DS title that they're just throwing on the Switch. But with that said, Jason, what you been playing?
I've been working slowly on Final Fantasy. I've been watching a lot of anime lately. Which,
what you been watching?
Oh, dude, yeah. I've been trying to catch up on JJK, man.
You're behind on JJK,
dude. Like, because we had
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Familiar.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, we watched the first.
You and I haven't watched that yet.
Okay,
but
bro, we watched the first season, and then we're trying to figure out where to find the second season. We found it, and we're like, all right,
it's on Crunchyroll, man. It's on Crunchyroll.
We don't have Crunchyroll,
bruh. $10 a month,
bruh.
Get all the good stuff.
But
you are going to love the end of season 2.
No, like the question I'm trying to figure out right now is if JJK 0, if I should watch that now while I'm still at the start. Since I'm still at the start of season 2, it seems fitting that I watch JJK 0 because supposedly it is a prequel.
What? Yes, it is. But since start of season 2 is prequel to 0, I would say watch 0. I think it's like after episode 12 of season 2.
Wow. Okay.
I would say watch it then. Okay, but yes, definitely watch Zero.
Like I feel like
because you have to know the background.
I want to get it like right on the.
You need to know the background of the main character in Zero in order to really get the jaw dropping moment towards the end.
Yeah,
Matt, it's okay. I'm just as lost, so it's okay.
So I mean, I've been watching JJK.
It's good shit, man.
Oh my god!
I'm not knocking. I'm just I have no idea what you're talking about. So,
it's really good.
Hold on.
I didn't start Jerry on the hardcore stuff. Like I mean, like we did smartphone in another world and things like that.
I still have to finish that. I finished One Punch. That was good.
Yeah.
Can I? Yeah. Hold on. I gotta just do something. We've been watching Jerry twirl his mustache straight, and I figured out who he reminds me of now.
Oh god! Oh no!
Okay.
Fucking Dick Dastardly.
Why you racist?
Dick Dastardly and Muttley's Flying Machine from like the 80s, the 70s.
What show was that? Was that
Wacky Races?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Wacky
I
Races.
was going to say Rocky and Bullwinkle for a second, but
all he sits there and the whole time he's sitting there twirling his fucking mustache.
Every time he's talking, and then his dog's just always laughing.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
yeah, that's
yes.
right.
So I just had to do that because.
So yeah, I've been watching that. Watching random shows here and there. But yeah, I've been working on Final Fantasy slowly.
What about MHA, man? Please tell me you've been trying to work on some MHA.
No.
My Hero Academia. Come on.
I've been behind on that. I am like,
bro. Season 7 started.
Yeah, I'm many arcs behind, sir. Like the last thing I remember was the little girl. I went to go rescue the little girl.
Okay.
She has the horns.
Eerie,
yeah. You know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's where I left off, and I was like, yo, like we only stop some animes only because we catch up and we're like, dude, cannot do this like week to week thing. Like, need the binge.
I'm the same. I wait for a couple episodes and then I watch.
No, you need the binge, man. The binge, because a lot of these nowadays are just stopping on cliffhangers, and I'm like, I can't.
Invincible.
I've learned my lesson from X-Men 97 episode 5. I've learned my lesson. But yeah, I've been working on Final Fantasy here and there.
Nice.
Getting close to the end of I'm at the mine shaft. The mine cart
cool.
mini game. That's where I'm at right now. Literally, that's where I'm at.
Alrighty then.
I hit chapter 10.
It's okay, Jay. I'll beat you. Don't worry.
Okay, we'll see.
I need you guys to finish the story. Come on.
I will see. This is the thing. Once I get to Gold Saucer and I can play mini games all day. Game over, dude. Like I am done. Like that is where Final Fantasy ends.
I need to talk about the ending of the game. There's more important things, Jason, than the mini games. We've got to talk about.
There is not. There's so many mini games.
I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm sure if you really need that itch scratched, there's always Soldier, man.
Oh, we'll get Soldier on here, and we'll just ruin the whole end of the game for Jason.
If somebody dies, I get it. I understand that is the.
It's
end
how
of the game.
It's how the whole
thing comes about.
Yep.
Just all of
it's how the whole thing unravels.
So, Jerry, what else have you been playing besides Final Fantasy?
I will admit, I've taken a little bit more time on Final Fantasy. So, Democracy has taken a back burner for only for a couple of days. But I am still
fighting a good fight.
What was your opinion on that whole PlayStation Helldivers 2 debacle?
I did not agree with that. That was bull, and I do.
Okay.
I'm happy that they rescinded it because it didn't make any sense. It was pigeonholing PC players, and like, there's no point.
Okay,
like, why?
Hold on, real quick. The fact that everybody's jumping on PlayStation for the same bullshit that Activision and Blizzard's been doing for years.
Well, yeah, but
PC.
But at least
hold on, we don't get the same people crying and complaining. Oh, you have to have a battle pass to play World of Warcraft? Oh no, let's take them to the hilt with it. I think it's just more of,
well, that's why they spoke up, because they stopped it before it got worse.
It's because the developer ran their mouth. Arrowhead said, "Oh yeah, you won't need a PlayStation account," without actually speaking on Sony's behalf. I think that's the whole problem there. It's every other, like Steam, you have to have a Steam account, right?
Yeah.
To get those games. Okay. You have to have a
but
battle
that's the
pass
platform to play on. So it's the same with Blizzard. They had their own platform.
Yeah.
You had to play
need to have a PlayStation account to play.
But you're forcing a PC player to have 2 accounts for one game is a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it was something they didn't need to. It's still an option that they can do, but they didn't need to force it.
Yeah, I think it got blown.
And remember, guys,
blown way out of proportion on that.
And also, yes, I do think it was blown out of proportion when it came to like the severity of the situation. But I also do think the reason that everyone was at an uproar was to stop it before it got worse, because it could have gotten worse for them requiring more.
Yeah, it would have gotten worse. But remember, guys, and I want you to take this, Dio knows, PC Master Race.
Okay.
Oh, you kind of cut out a little bit, at least for me. You didn't quite get the PC Master Race out
there. So here's what I think. I think
is still Master Race.
If you're gonna take the same energy at PlayStation, then you need to bring the same energy at Xbox when they start releasing games on every platform and require an Xbox account.
Well, I mean, that we see that happening. It's going to be anything that they release is going to require a Game Pass.
But they're communicating that beforehand. The game has already been out and people have already been playing, and then all of a sudden they need this requirement.
So if they bring Halo Infinite to PlayStation or Forza,
it's going to be via Game Pass, though. You know it's going to be via Game Pass. They're not going to do a disc release.
But okay, so then if they're going to do it that way, they're going to bring it via Game Pass, and they're going to say, well, if you really want to play this on PlayStation, you're going to be required to have this product or this account from our platform to play it, then people better have the same energy. That's what I'm just saying. It's like
I feel like those two situations are completely different, though.
Yeah,
because you're still that by doing it with Game Pass, like due to lack of a better term, for me, you're monopolizing the way to play the game.
Yeah.
Versus kind of like still lack of a better term, like being Indian giver by saying like, oh, here, have this great game.
Yeah,
now there's a condition
you're changing the rules halfway
rather than having the condition up front. So I feel like those two situations with Xbox versus Helldivers is completely different.
It was their timing. If they pulled this, the release of Helldivers 2, I think it would have been the same kind of hoopla. But because they did it at like way after a release and then started requiring it, that's when it was like, no, that's not right.
I still think you're going to end up with, regardless, no matter what they do it, because now they're talking about possibly Ghost of Tsushima requiring it. I think it doesn't matter what it is. It's just the fact is PlayStation's requiring a PlayStation account, and people are all.
But let us address that. Like this is I think the kind of the turning point when we're going to see. I mean, because there's no more competition on Microsoft's side. So like this is kind of what we're going to start seeing, in future releases and in future, like, more information coming out. I think this is the start of it. And like, we're going to have to find another a happy medium, and it's going to take time.
So since Matt said it with Ghost of Tsushima, like, I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like it's going to be.
I wouldn't either. No,
as soon as it's going to be Sony's proprietary games exclusives, like God of War and stuff being on PCs, they're like, oops, we made a mistake. We could have made more money by just keeping it with having a PlayStation Plus account, just like Game Pass is making stuff. It's just a money grab. But I see that. But at the same time, I still think that this promotes what Jason and I have said for PC Master Race is just going to be like, it's the end of the console to be made. It's just going to be more companies making like smaller PCs that are affordable and probably cheaper than the console, and it will just game everything.
No, I don't think you're going to see an end of consoles just because there's that population of Mac users and stuff out there that can't play.
I mean, if they do it right, you'll be able to play on Mac.
Yeah.
So,
Anyways, for me,
like everything will be
especially if Mac
like...
learns to start using discrete graphics for once rather than onboard graphics. But I don't think that will happen.
I don't see this as a massive problem. Like, people are taking it a little bit out of context, a little bit out of control, in my opinion, in my eyes. The only reason why is, yes, we do have so many different services, that different companies are running that support their games. Blizzard has Battle.net. Square Enix has the Mog Station for all of their Final Fantasy stuff. There's different games that have different services that you buy into, that you create an account. Yes, it's going to be a double account, which is going to be annoying. The only annoying part is if you have to pay for both. That is the tough part right there.
Yeah.
If you,
at least they said for Helldivers it was the free account. It didn't require PlayStation Plus.
If it is a free account, yes, that is a double account that you have to log into 2 times. It is annoying, yes, but at the same time, you're not paying for 2. Once you pay for 2, that's when it gets like, no, that is unnecessary. One of you have got to give. One of you's got to say, hey, you know what? It's going to be free if you play on, let's say, PlayStation 5. It's going to be free to play online because we're going to have something with Sony that says, hey, you give us this much, we'll let you play our game online. We'll be cross-platform. And that's all it is.
But hopefully it would just go to the extent, and this, maybe I'm just dreaming here, but hopefully it would just go to the extent of them just requiring you to start an account.
And I mean, that's sometimes all it is, because
if it's a free account, then go for it. Like, I
that's what I mean. That's what I'm hoping. But
I just want a single sign on. If I'm going to have all these accounts, I want a single sign on.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not one of those that pays for a password vault or anything like that. And I'm not going to do the same password for every fucking account. So I just need a single sign on.
Yeah.
Can you share what you're smoking there? Because I mean, PlayStation didn't really want to do cross-platform multiplayer anyways. You really think they're going to allow a single sign-on? So,
I mean, they did for Final Fantasy when it was on PlayStation 3.
They can allow the single sign-on if they're the primary platform for the single sign-on. Like, sign in to your PlayStation account everywhere, including Game Pass.
Anyways, that's what I've been doing.
Well, the only reason why I brought it up is because that's how it happened for me when I was playing Final Fantasy 14 on PlayStation 3. There was a time period where my computer was busted, and so I did have to do this exact same thing that you guys are talking about. I had to sign on to PlayStation Network and then sign on to Mog Station to play Final Fantasy 14. Again, it's not the fact that you have to pay for both. You have to say, okay, yes, PlayStation Plus, you do need to go online. I get that. But I had it already, and now you're paying for Mog Station. There is a little bit of like, how much do you want to go about that? And again, it's nothing brand spanking new. It's just the fact that this game is so highly in right now. It is beyond the flavor of the month. It is the flavor of the year. Where it's not going away anytime soon, but it is attracting people where it's like, okay, I want to play, but I don't want to do this. And now that it's become to that point, that's when the developers and Sony have to come to an agreement, like knowing this is what's going to happen.
So,
other than Final Fantasy, I just downloaded Morrowind, so I'm going to try that.
Wait, Morrowind?
Yeah.
Oh, gee, Elder
remember that one?
Oh, no, it's a different game. It's independent. It's
kind
of
the free ones, wasn't it?
It was, but I kind of wanted to get it and try it out. So like kind of travel on your ship, going from island to island and doing kind of Zelda-esque little tasks. So yeah, so I'm gonna try that out.
All right, Theo, what you been playing?
Sadly, I've been a bad Destiny 2 player, and I have not been playing and prepping for June 4th. So man, I'm really super behind on that.
It's jumping everywhere on my feed, man. Like, like
bro,
a lot of people
so
are hyping
close, and there's like so much that I haven't done that I need to do. And
Cade's Cade's back, like, and all that.
Cade's,
and,
well, I mean, they said Cade's back a long time ago, but
yeah. But that's
gonna be insane.
Dude, I saw the Bungie developer video on that, and they're doing the guns.
The Vidoc,
like,
yeah.
Oh,
it's not just his one gun. There's a whole deck of them.
The whole deck, yeah.
Yep, that's what they're doing for the first season. Yep, it's gonna be freaking awesome. They're playing more into the background story of Cade, which is amazing. Cool. One of the exotics that is coming out is a gold gun sniper. So you build up some kills, you do a reload action, and it becomes the golden gun. So you can have golden gun on any character that you want. It's pretty cool. But cool. otherwise I've been sucking ass at COD with Matt and Harley, and just getting my ass beat. But I did start playing some Tunic, which has been pretty fun. I like Tunic. It's cute. I like the art style. It's one of those games that does not give you particularly much on direction on where to go with the game, which is nice. It is kind of.
Oh, really?
Sometimes it gets a little annoying to where they're like, I'm going to the same places over and over because I don't know where the hell I'm going. But that's my own fault. So, but no, I like it. How about you, Matt? You been playing, dude?
Quite a bit, and none of it is on my Switch.
What?
Yeah.
Absolutely zero?
What?
Zero?
That means
or is there like a 1% that is happening on the Switch?
I logged in on my Switch to play Animal Crossing 2 weeks ago for like all of 5 minutes. Any other gaming activity going on my Switch right now is because the kiddos are borrowing my Switch because I've got Smash Brothers and stuff loaded onto it.
Oh, wow.
I'm just right now. It has been MLB The Show. 18 and 16 with my Rockies. I restarted my game file for Spider-Man 2 because I have not played it since it launched, and I forgot some of the mechanics. So I said, "Screw it, I'm starting over."
That's how I am too. It's been a while.
I have been playing X Defiant, and for me, it is way better than COD because
I've only played one round, and it's taking some getting used to.
I think the gun mechanics are better, and the thing is,
what's X Defiant again? What is the whole
from Ubisoft? It's their multiplayer online game. It's like COD. It's from part of the old development team for COD. Is the team making X Defiant? It draws.
What's the theme?
It's a shooter. Like
it's basically COD.
It's multiplayer.
It's the different modes. It's like control. It's kind of futuristic. I mean, it's kind of
so if you're looking at that, right, is think of it when we played Black Ops 3, right? And you had the different characters, and each character had 2 separate abilities that they could choose from. So think of that, but the characters are coming from within the Ubisoft universe. So you have the cleaners represent the Division right now. You have Echelon, which is from Splinter Cell. You have the Phantoms from Ghost Recon Phantoms. You have the Libertad from Far Cry 6. Right now, they're going to be adding more factions and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
They have a ranked match, and they have casual. So casual is just anybody can go play in it. Doesn't matter. Where we've been seeing the problem with COD lately is I found out that their matchmaking is based on a lot to do with like your KD ratio, which could be why we're actually falling into a lot of the tryhard lobbies lately, because my KD is a 0.95.
Well, that could also be because we're on old servers too.
Yeah, but anyway, so It is a lot of fun. I love it. There's there's the 3 zone, like kind of capture the flag. There's just capture zones. There's escort the package, which basically you have a package you got to deliver to the other end of the map. One side's defending to keep preventing the package from being delivered. The other team's trying to deliver it, and then basically after the round ends, whether you get the package there or time runs out, the other team gets a shot, and all you have to do is beat either the time or the percentage. So if I only got the package 75% of the way there, now, we got 75.1.
Do you buy it, or can you download it, or is it free to play?
Free to play completely, and you can unlock everything through challenges. That's the great thing about this. It is not like Call of Duty where you basically have to buy,
I'll have to check it out. It sounds pretty cool. It actually sounds really cool.
Every gun, every faction character can be unlocked through very specific challenges.
Sweet.
So yeah, I'm loving that. I
X-Defiant.
X-Defiant. Yep.
Okay.
I started another run through on the Order because I was jonesing for a little bit of
Order. Wow.
Order 18.
Bring it back, old school, baby.
1886, baby.
Also, sequel. Get us a sequel, man.
I'm actually working on an
We've been asked for that for a long time.
Nobody wanted that.
I mean, nobody wanted
that. I haven't played it.
Like,
nobody wanted
just
that.
Like nobody wanted.
Did you not play the? Did you not play the demo at E3 with us?
Oh, I did. I did play the demo.
I thought it was awesome. Yeah, you didn't take to it.
It was a little too.
Probably because it took him away from Final Fantasy for too long.
No, not at all. Yeah. Not at all. It's just
no. I mean, at E3, he was thinking about Final Fantasy the whole time he was playing the demo.
You get that shirt.
And then lastly, we received a download code, review code for the game Bit Trip Runner. So I've been playing a little bit of that. It's a rhythm-based side scroller. Cool. It's gorgeous. It's very fun. The music's great. It's kind of like, you know how with Resogun when that came out, the backgrounds were very gorgeous and they seemed to fit like within everything had its place. That's exactly how Bit Trip Runner is. So, and then I rolled credits on FF7. So
nice.
So yeah. So anyway, so with that, guys, for everyone who crashed game night with us tonight, thank you for taking the time out of your night to let us entertain you, give you some laughs. First time watching us, if you like what you heard, drop us a follow here. Head on over to crashinggamenight.com. Follow us on the platform of your choice. And guys, just with everything kind of going on in the world right now, overseas and at home, especially those that down in Texas that got hit with the tornado, the EF3, just please be excellent to each other.
That's right, everybody. Let's all you nerds out there, all of you be you, you do you. And once again, the same message. Let's just practice a little bit more patience. Let's try and be a little bit more compassionate and try and be and do better to yourself and to others, man. Be good to yourself and try and help someone along the way. Let's just try and lend a helping hand here and there, and just overall just try and promote some good. Because like Matt said, there's still some craziness going on out there, and still this country is still going through what it's going through, and we're trying to still find ourselves. So please just try and be a little kinder and be a little warmer, and give a hug here and there.
That's right, my nerds. I'm sorry.
Be safe.
You forgot. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Be safe out there.
A little too early.
J-Bone.
There it is.
J-Rock.
That's right, my nerds out there.
That's right, Jason. Prematurity amongst men is very common.
Jay every so often.
Preach.
Anyways, guys, it is the end of May, so it is, May Day at the end of May. So June's coming up. Everybody's graduating. Hopefully everybody out there that is graduating, whether it be elementary, middle, high school, college, whichever one you're graduating from, congratulations. First and foremost, you did it. You another year down. You got this. But anyways, guys, it is that time. It is summer, so please just chill out, relax, enjoy the games that we got. I know everybody got a backlog. Could be 1 game, could be 2 games, could be 15. You know, who knows? But enjoy your backlog, enjoy your summer. You know, we're gonna be here. That's all I got today. You know, we about to hit June, so it's.
And even though you're working on your backlog, get some sun, unlike Jerry, and don't go artificial. Get some actual sun, some actual color, some vitamin D is needed.
Yep. Yep. Get some sunlight, you know. Touch grass.
I feel a line steal coming on.
Touch grass. No, there's no line
hurry up.
No, hey, there's no line. Hey, by the way, shout outs. Missy Val, Blue Wind, OG. Anyways, my man, Dealwalski. Deal. Send us out like you do.
Much better. I like that one. Thank you all out there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Till next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
Good night, everybody.